Hi everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I have one box from Misfits and 2 boxes from Misfits. I don't remember ordering 2 boxes worth of stuff, so I really want to get the boxes open and find out what's inside here. But before I get into it, if you want to give Misfits a try, there's a link in the description down below where you can save off your first order. So go down to the description and click that link to save. Okay, let's start with this box. So we have the Climacell again, which is nice. And the ice pack with the useless piece of cardboard. Someday. Oh, Misfits. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted this. You ready? This is Snapdragon Mushroom. I always say this wrong. I want to say pho, or is it pho? It's pho, because I never say it right. And this is Snapdragon Vietnamese Mushroom Pho. I don't know what the ingredients are because I didn't read them. Don't do what I do. Read your ingredients. This is rice, tapioca starch, sugar, salt, cellulose gum, yeast extract, which, I mean, they say no MSG, but yeast extract can sometimes be another word for MSG. It's not organic, so it could be salt, potassium chloride, maltodextrin, radish. There are 2 added sugars per portion and 220 calories. Star anise spices, well, soybean oil. This is in the flavoring oil part. Mushroom, natural basil flavor, long coriander flavor, carrot, mushroom, green onion. Okay, so it's not the best, but it's better than cup of noodles, right? I don't eat stuff like this all the time, but I was hungry. When I was placing my order, I was hungry. And it sounded really good, so I ordered it. And then we've got some romaine hearts. These are organic. This was packed on September 10th, and today is September 20th, so 10 days ago. It looks pretty green. I don't know if you can see that. I always say that, like you guys can answer me. I don't know if you can see that. Leave me a comment, let me know. I don't know why I act like sometimes I'm doing these live. And then some portobello mushrooms. These are the portobello mushroom caps. Maybe I'll cut one up and put it in my mushroom pho. Now I'm thinking. And then vegetable pho, vegetable garlic broth with rice noodles. And there's fewer ingredients in this one than there were in the mushroom one. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I don't advocate for things like this, but as long as you don't eat them all the time and the rest of your diet is balanced and healthy with lots of organic ingredients, vegetables, good sources of protein, you can occasionally have stuff like that. And then we've got the organic baby spinach. This is best by September 25th. Today is the 20th, so we have some time on that. And then we've got the Essential Baking Company Artisan Thin Crust Pizza crust. And we've gotten this before, and we actually really like it, so we got it again. And then what do we have here? Ooh, some black plums. 4 black plums. And they look good. They look normal. Nothing, they're not abnormally large or abnormally small or beat up or anything. So we like that. And then, ooh, some beautiful nectarines. These are really nice looking. This one has a little bump on it. That's its imperfection there, but it's fine. And some vegetable broth. This is organic Imagine vegetable broth. Now, I got this because it was super cheap. And after I got the notice that my order went through, I remembered that I didn't like this for some reason. And I'm looking at it now to try to remember why. Water, onions, carrots, celery, tomato paste, sea salt, spices, garlic, expeller pressed canola oil, organic safflower oil, or organic sunflower oil. Actually, I think it's okay. Maybe it was something else I was thinking of. Oh, wow. Carrots. Carrots with the tops. Ooh, these are really dirty. They need a good bath. And this one's broken. Broken carrot. Aww. I've seen better. but I've seen worse. And the carrots we got from Farm Box Direct last week were terrible. Some carrots, and these do not look, these look like old carrots, guys, don't they? I mean, they're not rubbery or anything, but, well, that one is. That one's really rubbery. For $70, I mean, give me fresh carrots. So, got some organic jasmine rice, and I was actually just gonna place an order with Thrive Market, and I wanted to make sure I got this before I did that, because now I don't need to order it from Thrive. I love jasmine rice. I know it's not the best rice for you, but I love it. And then we've got some wild rice blend. This is not organic, unfortunately, but I really love wild rice. Oh my goodness. Holy potato. Look at the size of this potato. This is a Yukon Gold potato, and it's enormous. And this one is not as big. Oh, wow. Some broccoli. Oh, with some nice broccoli leaves. Now, in my opinion, these broccoli leaves are the best part of the broccoli. I love that. And we've got some zucchini, and I had also ordered some summer squash, and I got an email earlier today, or maybe it was late last night, that they were canceled, and they did refund me for that. Some grape leaves. I love stuffed grape leaves, and these are good until April 2023, but they're not gonna last that long. I'm gonna totally eat these before then. Rice, water, grape leaves, sunflower oil, onions, dill, salt, citric acid, mint, and black pepper. Sounds good. Non-GMO. Not organic, but non-GMO. 3 lemons, 2 white onions, and 2 red onions. This one is a little beat up. I mean, I'm sure if I just peel away the outer layers, it'll be fine. Now let's get the second box. And we have another Bobby Flay recipe. It's the same recipe we got last time. And another ice pack and another useless piece of cardboard. Oh, misfits. We've got the Take and Bake French loaf, and I got this one instead of the sourdough one because for some reason this was way cheaper than the other one. And stay with me because we're gonna go through that receipt so that you can see what I paid for all of this. And then we've got some organic imported Southern Italian tomatoes and Whole30 approved gluten-free. I love whole tomatoes. Canned tomatoes to use when I make sauce, or as we like to say in Jersey, when we add meat to our tomato sauce, we call it gravy. Do you think that's weird? What do you call your sauce with meat in it? Gravy or sauce? And we've got another one of those. We've got 4 limes. This one doesn't look so great. I think it's just a little discolored though. It doesn't feel bad. Another one. And then we've got a Milo pack of cold stuff. It's nice that they're doing that. Okay, now, I know what I say. Don't buy cold cuts. Don't eat cold cuts. Don't eat deli meat. I know, right? I say that. But you can have some of it. This is a true story, and it is uncured wildflower honey and maple ham. The sodium is about 240 milligrams per serving, which is still on the high side, but it is low in fat. It doesn't have any nitrates or nitrites in it. The ingredients are pork, water, honey, maple syrup, brown sugar, sea salt, and celery powder. Celery powder is used in place of some of the preservatives and the nitrates that are often put into deli meat and cold cuts, which is why I say don't eat them. But you can eat them occasionally if you choose good varieties. And I don't mean ham over turkey or chicken over roast beef. I mean, choose the best quality that does not have the artificial preservatives, nitrates, and too much sodium. I told you I was hungry when I placed this order. This is 100% vegetarian fed without antibiotics or added hormones, no nitrates or nitrites added, no gluten, no carrageenan, which is that horrible thing that is derived from seaweed and is not at all good for you, even though seaweed sounds like it would be good for you. And no MSG, non-GMO project verified. Now, I would have preferred it was grass-fed, but that might have been asking too much. This is 400 milligrams of sodium per portion. And then we have the organic sweet Italian sausage, and we've gotten this before. We really liked it. We used it on our pizza, actually. This has no artificial ingredients, no nitrates, gluten-free. We really like that. I'm surprised. Colin liked chicken sausage. So there you go. And then some uncured Genoa salami. Sodium on this is a little higher. It's 550 milligrams. And then some smoked turkey breast. Sodium on this is 355. That's actually pretty good. And then some oven roasted turkey breast. Again, the same amount of sodium in this one. And then we have organic thick carved oven roasted chicken breast. Sodium on this is amazing. It's 110 milligrams. That's actually really good. And the reason I got these is because, especially on weekends, I'm often going from one rink to another rink and sometimes another rink. Sometimes I go to 3 rinks in a single day. So the only time I get to eat is in my car as I'm driving, and that's less than ideal. So I have to pack things that I can eat while I'm driving, and I can make a wrap or a sandwich that, you know, I can cut up in finger food size portions and eat while I'm driving. It's not the most ideal thing, but it's a heck of a lot better than stopping at Starbucks and getting one of their sandwiches or protein boxes, or God forbid, stopping at McDonald's, which I haven't done in 15 years. But there have been times where I've been absolutely starving as I'm driving from place to place and I've seen a McDonald's, and I've contemplated it, I'll be honest. But the bottom line is I'd rather be starving and hangry than eat McDonald's. So this is a good option for me. I can make lettuce wraps, I can make little small sandwiches and have them in the car with me while I'm driving. Another thing I often do is cut up apple or pear, spritz it with lemon juice, and then I add a tablespoon of peanut butter or organic almond butter, and I put it in a container, and as I'm driving, I'm dipping and eating. Don't drive distracted, but between one ice rink and another ice rink, it takes about 35 to 40 minutes. And there's a day that I literally only have 45 minutes to get from one place to another. That includes putting my skates on when I get there. So I'm really pressed for time, and this is what we've got to do sometimes. Let me show you everything that's in here, and then I'll show you my receipt. So we've got this stuff over here on the counter. We've got this stuff in the sink, and then we've got this stuff that's over here on this side of the counter, and there's some squirrels outside making a lot of noise. And we've got our fruits over here. Oh, and I just got a message from North Jersey Figure Skating saying that Brooke Tufts, and Brooke is a skater that I've known since she was very young, and I've watched her grow up. She came in first place, winning the gold in the senior solo combined dance at the National Solo Dance Final in Michigan. So congratulations, Brooke! Wow, that's very great. Now we're going to look at my receipt so that you can see what I paid for all this. The organic limes were 5 for $2.29. The bunch of broccoli was $2.59. The russet potatoes, you know, this ginormous potato. Oh, it's a russet. I said it was Yukon Gold. Russet potato, 99 cents. That's pretty good. The portobello mushrooms were $2.89. The baby spinach was $2.99. The lemons were $2.49 for 3, and I feel like that's a little high. The nectarines were $2.19 for 2. That's a bit high. The zucchini, $1.49. The squash, I was supposed to get 2 for $1.99, but I didn't get them. They told me this morning, they sent me an email, and I got an immediate refund for that. So don't worry, they didn't charge me for it, or they did, but they gave it back. And then we got the black plums, 4 for $2.69. That's fair. The carrots were $2.19, but they're not the best carrots. The white onions were 2 for $1.39. The bread was $3.99. The pizza crust was $2.29. The white rice was $5.49, but this is organic jasmine rice, not just any old rice. The pho bowls were $1.79 each. I feel like that's pretty good. The turkey deli meat cold cuts, $4.69. The honey maple ham was $4.69. The chicken breast, the thick cut oven roasted chicken breast, was $4.99. The sausage was $4.69. The roast beef was $6.99. That's a little high. San Marzano tomatoes were 2 for $3.98. The organic romaine was $2.99. The grape leaves were a little high. It was $3.49. And I was expecting a deeper container. Like when I get them from Trader Joe's, it's 2 layers of grape leaves. And this looks like it's only 1. So I feel like that's a little high. The salami was $2.99. The wild rice was $3.49. That's not organic. The red onions were 2 for $1.98. So my subtotal was $95.28. Shipping was $4.50. And I didn't have any credits because none of you have used my code recently. So I paid $99.78 for this. But it was under $100, and I did also get that credit of $1.99 separately for the summer squash that I didn't get. And Misfits says that's a savings of $49.40. And I think that's true. I mean, I think if I went to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or anywhere else and I bought this with the organic vegetables, it would easily cost $150. But what do you think? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. And remember, you can give Misfits a try. There's a link in the description if you haven't already tried them. Click that link and get your first box and save a little money. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share it with somebody else that might like to save some money on their organic groceries. And just post it to your social media too. And remember, I post at least 3 videos every week that can help you improve your nutrition, shop on a budget for a family, also your figure skating, and your life. So remember to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a video. This is Amy. Happy organic eating. Thank you for watching. I will see you real soon. Bye.